classics, which means that I work in a cafe. And it's sort of the unwilling target audience for a lot of Boris Johnson's weirder metaphors. Like, we must cut through the Gordian knot of the Brexit deal, like Alexander cutting the Gordian knot, and like, I get it, but I wish someone would cut me in half instead. If you don't get the Gordian knot thing, I won't be explaining it, because nobody does a classics degree to get rid of a superiority complex. No, I hate that it gets such a bad rap though, like, you know, elitist, discriminatory, because it is my favourite subject. Best thing about it, the misogyny. Hear me out. Because the thing with like ancient misogyny, it's so wildly batshit that you can't be mad at it. You're sort of just like, oh you, boys will be boys. And there's one ancient Greek poet who is famous for one poem he wrote called Types of Women, and it's about how there are 10 types of women in the world, and only one of them is good, and most of them are like animals. It's classic stuff. I'm gonna take you through it now. So the first type of woman is like a pig because she's dirty and disgusting. It's honestly. The second type of woman is like a dog. You know, what a bitch, always yapping, won't shut up. I just want to say, like, top marks for timelessness. This guy was writing like 3,000 years ago. I got called a bitch on the way here. Impressive. Third one, he goes a little bit rogue. So, if you had to insult a woman right now, what animal would you go for? Wise response, probably. Anyway, correct, it's a weasel. And the weasel woman, he says, is bad because she's absolutely sex mad. Like, she's ready for sex at all times, presumably not with him though. Then he runs out of steam a little bit. Like, you get the vibe the woman he was reciting this to in the marketplace has walked away. And he's sort of like, I think, he's like, oh, the next woman is disgusting, like an ape. And it's like, all right, but the ape woman and the pig woman, that could be one woman. There's like a horse and a donkey as well, pretty similar. Like, I'm thinking of him here, bearing in mind he's got to like chisel this into stone. I'm trying to save his wrist energy, he's probably going to need it later. Moving on, he goes rogue again. He's like, the next two types of women are like the earth and the sea, just in case you thought it was only the animal kingdom that was mad at. Can you imagine him, like 3,000 years ago, on this tiny little island in the middle of the Aegean, like absolute paradise, and he's just sort of staring out at the boundless ocean going, I just don't see why it can't be Father Nature. Where are the role models for boys? And then, yeah, so we finally come to the end. I'm, you know, on absolute pins. I'm like, who is she, this elusive best woman? And he's like, I know you've all been waiting for this. The best woman, nay, the only good woman, although not nay, because that one's bad too, is like a bee. Thank you. And like, seriously, if you read the poem, he's kind of just like, oh, she keeps a good house and raises polite children. Like, there's nothing bee specific in there. He needs to be specific. And like, I don't know how much they knew about bees like back in the day, but the female bee fulfills one of two roles. She either does all the work, or she has sex with all the males, ripping their little bee dicks out in the process. And like, there's whatever floats your boat, and then there's that, isn't there? Like, I just don't think that's something I could live up to, you know? Sometimes if I can't be asked having a shower, I just put hand sanitizer on my armpits. Like, I'm the pig woman. And I'm fine with that. And you know, he's just got very specific requirements in a woman. That's okay. But maybe, you know, no need to pit all the rest of us against each other. You know, probably no need to write the world's horniest zodiac about it. Although, it is mostly animals, so zodiac. I'm really glad you like that joke. It cost me 27 grand. I'm Alison Zrada. Thank you very much.